Good day, everyone. Now let us move on to the next part, which is the Fili, Subversive. So when we say subversive, it is the second novel of Jose Rizal in 1861 to 1896. So it is called the Il Filibusterismo. So, before Rizal left the Europe, he had to edit and publish Il Filibusterismo, which is the last chapters of which he had finished in Biarritz while still courting Nelly Bosted. So Paris, being expensive, was out of the question for the printing of his second novel, and so Rizal hurried back to Brussels and later to Ghent in search of cheap printers. On October 18, 1891, Rizal sailed from Marseilles to buy a ticket courtesy of Bassa. With him were 600 copies of Il Filibusterismo. So in his next novel, Il Filibusterismo, published in 1891, so Rizal continued to argue for reform. So El Filibusterismo is a book about revolution, positing it clearly as an alternative to reform efforts that lead nowhere. So the age of filibustering took place after the terror of 1872, and for 20 years, there was a demand for reform. So then, the Evolutionary Society, the Katipunan, was founded to further Philippine independence. So the influence of the age of filibustering is obvious in Rizal's two novels. From his vantage point, Rizal argued that the Spanish needed to rethink their political, religious, and economic direction. In his novel, Rizal was able to extend this criticism into new directions. In the preface to his original 1891 edition, Rizal wrote from Europe. It says that the specter of subversion has been used so often to frighten us that from being a mere nursery tale, it has acquired a real and positive existence, whose mere mention makes us commit the greatest mistakes. So Rizal urged his people not to accept Spanish myth and look to themselves for an inner freedom in the national direction. Il Filibusterismo was dedicated to the three friars, namely Don Mariano Gomez, Don Jose Burgos, and Don Jacinto Zamora, or what we called the Gomburza, who were executed on the scaffold at Bagumbayan on February 28, 1872. So Rizal's first novel, Noli Me Tangere, Leon Maria Guerrero suggests that Rizal was the first Asian nationalist to emerge from the Philippines. What sets Rizal's novel apart from other Philippine fiction is his commitment to a sense of independent nationalism. A sense of pride and a celebration of Filipino values permeate his work. Also, there was a worldwide audience for his books as they were published in Europe, read in the United States, and debated throughout Southeast Asia. Next is the Philist theme. Jose Rizal's main contribution as a novelist was to expose the malevolent white colonial attitudes that permeated the world in the late 19th century. In Il Filibusterismo, one of the sub-themes in Rizal's dissecting of colonialism, he talks at length about the civilizing mission of Spanish officials, and then he demonstrates how colonial government over 3 centuries degraded Philippine life. So Rizal discusses Philippine history in his fiction. Rizal's theme is often one of local division and fighting. The divisions among his people, Rizal argues, is what prevents them from attaining total freedom. The educated Filipino is split from the working class people. So Simon, the main character in Il Filibusterismo, is an important symbol because he argues that by accepting the Spanish way of life, Philippine nationalism is in danger of being lost. There is no real sense of Philippine history, Rizal argues, and the colonial conquerors have brainwashed Filipinos into accepting European ways. So here comes the Hispanization. It is considered detrimental to the Philippines, and Rizal makes a strong case for resistance to all Spanish influences. His main argument is that the Spanish do not accept Filipinos in religious, economic, or political matters, and the prejudices of the local rulers make independence an impossible task. Rizal urges Filipinos to take matters into their own hands and create a strong nationalism. So the main theme of the Philly suggests that colonialism has a divisive influence upon the Philippines. The Spaniards, who continually search for self-fulfillment, prestige, and a special status, bear out all of the evils of the colonial mentality. The Philly demonstrates that conflicting nationalism cannot exist side by side, and revolution is inevitable. Okay, so here comes the Simon's advocacy. So the arguments for a separate nationalism are put forth by Simon when he questions the Spanish way of life and the destruction of his own national identity. So a people without a soul, nation without freedom, everything in you will be borrowed, even your defects. So that was Simon's remarks. For the Spanish, one of the frightening aspects of El Filibusterismo was the revolutionary rhetoric and formal planning for native rule, which Simon remarks, "You ask the parity of rights, the Spanish way of life, and you do not realize that what you are asking is death, the destruction of your national identity, the disappearance of your homeland." But in the conclusion of the Philly, Simon is visited on his deathbed by a native priest who informs him that the revolution will fail because Filipinos are not ready for independence. Although his plans for revolution are failed once, his dying patriot gives hope for the future. His message is that revolution and subsequent independence provide the future political direction. So lastly, the Philly dedicated to the three martyrs. So El Filibusterismo was dedicated to the Gumbursa, who had been martyred in Rizal's childhood. So the Philly's first page reads, Don Mariano Gomez, 85 years old, Don Jose Burgos, 30 years old, and Don Jacinto Zamora, 35 years old. They were executed in Bagumbayan Field on February 28, 1872. So the book says, I have a right to dedicate my book to you as victims of the evil that I undertake to combat. And while we wait expectantly for Spain someday to restore your good name and cease to be answerable for your death, let these pages serve as a tardy wreath of dried leaves over your unknown tombs. And let it be understood that everyone that without clear proof attacks your memory stains his hands in your blood. So El Filibusterismo is the passionately bitter cry of soul torture and baffles us what to do. The book has little humor, such as we find reliving the pages of No Limitang Hiri. So the writer was in no mood to write jokes, unless they were better satire. No Limitang Hiri had been friendly to the government and had denounced only certain types of friars and others. El Filibusterismo has lost faith in Spain, so the two books were 4 years apart. And what terrible 4 years they had been, and what they had done to disillusion Jose Rizal.